このお米を作っている田んぼには私たちの農場から大量農家さんに出荷をして、そして農家さんからはそのお米が私たちの牧場に餌として帰ってくるという形で、お互いにこう循環させるような仕組みをもうすでに10年以上続けさせてもらっています。乳酸発酵をしている餌に牛が生きていく上で大切な内臓の環境を整えてくれるっていう役割として、この国産のお米をお母さん牛に与えるという作業をもうどんどん広げている最中。牛たちはこの餌が大好きで、あげてもあげても食べちゃう。私自身はこの業界は30年が経過をします。実は私の父が営んでいる商売を引き継いだ形になるんですけれども、牛を扱う商売で大体約80年経過をする会社です。この子は生まれてから29ヶ月が経過をしています。特にこの子の場合には非常に体の幅もありますし、非常に体も大きいところまでよく成長もしてくれてます。私たちの農場で1年間で出荷をしている平均の体重っていうのが大体800キロから850キロぐらいの大きさになります。ちなみにこの子はおそらく900キロぐらい体重があまりに早く出荷をしても、実は瓶に入れた時に香りが立たない、瓶に入れた時に甘みが出ない。私たちの農場からは1週間に1回なんですけれども、10頭ずつ出荷をしています。やはり黒毛和牛の美味しさには和牛の DNA が関わりがあると思うので、もっと言うと脂の質が悪くなる DNA は私たちの農場から排除していこうという取り組みをもう10年以上前に始めました。どんな風に牛が育てられたかっていうのをいくつかのポイントで確認をします。このロースチンの面積は広ければ広いほどいい。この部分のお肉は厚ければ厚いほどいい。脂がどのぐらいの厚さになっているのか。この牛の厚さは予想以上に薄い。薄いということはちゃんと赤身のお肉で丸くなってますよという証拠になります。この3つのポイントを決められた計算式に当てはめて、でその結果どのぐらいこの1頭からお肉が取れますかっていうのが一つぶどまりを表すための等級を ABC です。表す。お肉がたくさんついているものが A、 骨が太ってお肉の量が少ないものが B、C というふうに少なくなります。霜降りの入り具合が12段階。しかしそれほど過度な霜降りが入っているわけではなくて、私たちが目指すところの一番バランスのいいお肉、この子は格付けからすれば A の5番という形になります。牧場とすればもう合格点のお肉だと思います。スタッフのみんなのチームがきちっとバトンリレーをして、そのステージ目的をしっかりと果たした上で生まれてくるこのバランスのいい美味しさだというふうに考えています。
今日は富山の和牛が届きましたね。今日バラ肉です。週に2日から3日鳥山から取り寄せています。今から100肉用にカットいたします。今日このカットするのは、バラ肉の中でも貝の実といって非常に柔らかく味のある部分ですね。今のところは柔らかいのでちょっと厚めに切ってですね、
Warning. The following program contains scenes which may offend some viewers. Others may experience mild discomfort, nagging backache, post-nasal drip, and delirium, followed by rapid heartbeat, swelling of the nose, throat, and abdomen, and loss of facial hair. Repeated viewing of this tape may result in the loss of one's bodily functions, redistribution of facial features, premature baldness, and a difficulty in forming simple sentences. So, if you're seriously considering a rewarding, challenging career as a lawn ornament, this is the show for you.
It's great to see you
Can I
guys.
get a shout out real quick?
A shout out.
Yeah. Grown Man Record Night. Grown.
Artemis Pyle here, and you're watching Grown Man Record Night. Let me do one more.
Sure, go ahead.
All right, Artemis Pyle here.
Gary Maverick.
I was gonna say this. God, you guys don't know when to jump in. They talk alike, they walk alike. You could lose your mind. Hey, it's Artemis, and you're listening to Grown Man Record Night, and this is
Gary Maverick. Down home.
and Little Elvis.
Make a what?
Make a tent.
What kind of tent? You talking about doing airwood? Remember doing airwood?
Airwood.
You grab your crotch and try to make
Yeah, oh, jeans are the best. Man, Levi.
You fold the
There
zipper.
you go. There you go. See, Airwood. It's Airwood.
That was a middle school.
we're off to a fucking roaring start.
We're on a tangent already.
Right. Off to a roaring start. Welcome to Grown Man Record Night, everybody. The shithell damn place to be on a Friday night. I don't know what the fuck else you're gonna do, for fuck's sake.
Shit, if I know.
Sleep.
What? Yeah, we got Carl the envelope in the house. We got the cameraman in the house, and that's all we got in the house. No Steve, no Jay, no Zonk, man. It's a weird. This is a real old school throwback.
It is, man.
I mean, this is like the first time Carl came out. It was the three of us because I was like, man, we've never done this before. I was like, yeah, we did. Like before any of these fuck sticks came over at all.
20-something.
Hi, skinny artist. Trying to look for people I hadn't
This would
seen.
have been like
Old radios. Good to see you, pal.
over 10 years, 12 years. How long?
This program, 12 years.
12 years.
12 years.
Roughly, even though the little movie program
Do
we
you
saw
remember-
says
right.
10 years.
I'm sure you remember the exact date, but what month of what year
Oh, that's
was our first?
2012 is the year, and I think
Are we
it's
talking in the very first Ustream or
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember,
12
dude.
years ago? And
It was you. You may have been seeing a young lady or something when you were living here, but it was like a weekend, and you like took off and went down somewhere, and that's
He
when
went down somewhere.
sure.
always.
But that's where I was like, I think if I hook this to my laptop and I got the little thingy in the mail, the Easy Cap, like I think I can hook up my real camera to it. And I was sitting in the living room. That's where I loaded up all the cartoons, banned cartoons. Some of them were a little,
Racy.
yeah, well, no, racist.
Disturbing.
No, just racist.
Holy crap! I just realized something.
Boy,
You're on the internet.
Now, look at this image.
yeah,
Look how big I am.
yeah.
Look at this.
It's fucking Eric Wandbender over
Hold on a
here.
second.
Yeah. But
Sorry, that was a tangent. I got distracted by my.
But yeah, I remember doing that like by myself. I was wearing that. That's where it was a Captain Car Wash.
Yeah.
The very first thing we did was
Cavalcade.
Cartoon Cavalcade. And I loaded up a bunch of cartoons. I was wearing the cowboy hat and wearing that same shirt. And I remember I was drinking Coors Lights.
shirt?
No,
That shirt?
the Captain Car Wash shirt.
Oh.
And I was sitting on the couch and had it loaded up, and I was killing Coors Lights, and nobody was watching, of course, because who would? But
I would if I had been there.
I remember saying, like, okay, if everything works like I think it's going to, and I was like, okay, let's watch a cartoon. I hit the button, and it switched over and started rolling a cartoon, and I was like, oh my God, this is all I've ever wanted to do in my entire life. Do the little interludes between cartoons, like be that talking guy between the. That's how it started.
Not only do you do this for fun,
Sure.
but you also professionally make television.
Oh,
As a matter of fact, he put Beaver on the air.
right there.
Yeah.
That's where I got the friend of mine.
Y'all are good friends.
What up, High Defamation? How are you, pal? I got a full disclosure, brand new mouse in the building tonight. Going wireless. I'm all the way wireless. I'm still working out some kinks with it, but I'll really look forward to clicking some heads with it. Yeah.
Stop that. We've got a perception problem over here.
Yeah.
This is depth of field.
Nope.
Yeah, it is.
Sure.
This is too much depth of field for this camera. Like everything's totally in focus, but like
This is not even a wide.
I'm literally half as close to the camera as y'all are.
Yeah, because you literally are that close to the camera.
I know that.
Exactly.
And I look huge, but we're all in perfect focus.
I mean, you can sit.
So
You're gonna break these records, Carl.
Whoa.
That's not a good idea.
Oh,
That's a good idea.
That's not a good idea.
That's not a good
hey,
idea.
Carl, you want
I can't get all of them. You got to reach from the other side.
Okay.
to be big for a minute? This is making me self-conscious.
No, I'm good, man.
I'll move all your records out of the way.
You are big. You're on the Jay Burcham breakfast plan.
Yeah.
It's called. I think I'll.
The Jay Bertram Sheets plan.
It's called. It's Wednesday. I think I'll stop and get a biscuit.
I get a biscuit at least 3 times a week.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with getting a biscuit.
You're a skinny fuck, Carl.
Dude, I work construction. I burn like 3,000 calories a day, and I'm not a skinny
You're still
fuck.
skinny, but you stick out further than you used to. I think that's just part of getting when you're a man.
That is.
I mean, I stick out further than
That's
I should.
peak manhood right there.
But
peak manhood.
Most of this is,
What was that?
constipation, I like to think.
You'd like to
I'd
think,
like
but
to
it's
think most of this is just backed up.
no.
Oh, we got some information. We got breaking news coming in this hour. Scotty says, and this is why Scotty's a fucking shit. 12/21/2012 was Carl's first appearance.
Wow.
Episode 26.
And he
believe.
says Carl played Ocean Drive Volume 1.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Yep. I was talking
did.
about those
You had
this week.
Volume 1 and Volume 2, if I remember
I've got a
right.
bunch of those now.
Oh no. There's only 4.
So I've got them all probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with us. We had a good time tonight, play some record albums and stuff. I will tell you guys, I thought I was going to escape this, but unfortunately this past week, I had to go up into the mountains. We're in North Carolina, and I work in the television business, and I don't work in the daily news business per se. So I thought I really have no particular business going up into the mountains and the flood zones and stuff like that.
News
station. I ended up having to go up there for some stuff we're doing for later, a little bit more of a longer form content. It's not daily news stuff, but boy, I have to go up in the fucking shit, which is what I used to do. But it was opening up an old wound, or a womb, if you will.
More of a
womb.
Because it nurtures.
Mike's the Richard Engel of Channel 12.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got to see a bunch of fucking crazy ass shit. Stuff I didn't necessarily want to see. Some fucking sketchy ass roads and cars and trees. You know what?
I saw some helicopters.
A lot of
You
helicopters,
know how many
a lot of military.
freaking YouTube videos I've seen where, like, more power to them. These YouTube, like, aviation personalities who have their own helicopter and stuff.
Yeah.
Have all these videos of flying out there and doing these missions and, like,
I saw a
dropping off
bunch
water.
of them.
There was one that was a big controversy because the guy was like, he came there, like, the next day. They said, well, he was in restricted airspace, which he wasn't because they didn't make it restricted until the day after he was there.
Well, there was a big field. There was like 4 or 5 of those I saw. It was crazy. But anyway, it was.
FEMA can't get there and help.
One of the most amazing things I saw, aside from all the damage and just crazy shit, is where the water rose and it was really rushing. Like, it looked like they came through with a laser and like cut a new bank.
Yeah.
It was like razor sharp cut. Like water.
Number one razor
water is
sharp.
so fucking strong.
Yeah. You can't
It's
steal
crazy.
with water.
It's crazy.
Dude.
But anyway, when I went up there, I was like, you know, I've always heard that mountains aren't just funny. They're hill areas. Yeah. I was expecting a much bolder pun coming out of me.
I would like to holler laughing about that.
Do you know how mountains see each other?
Oh.
I'm sorry, I messed that up.
I'm not going to ask him that.
I will. I'll play along.
That doesn't make any sense.
Of course it does.
I've written this down, and it doesn't make any sense.
Scurvy.
How do mountains see each other?
Scurvy.
With mountain ears.
Oh,
Mountaineers.
Mountaineers. That's
But it
pretty
should
funny.
be, how do you
How to hear each other.
Yeah.
not see?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a pretty good one, though. How do mountains hear each other?
Mountaineers.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. If you would have wrote it right,
I didn't write it. No. These are copy.
that was a cut and paste shit right there.
That's AI fucking with you.
No, it ain't no AI.
No,
This is
no.
terrible.
AI right
I mean,
now,
I know what
you're
you're talking about, though, having to go up, like, deal with a disaster scene. I mean, I live at the beach. I've been through a ridiculous amount of hurricanes, and a couple of them have actually been really bad.
Together.
Me and Ryan,
You ready? 1, 2, 3.
the flood.
Oops,
Back in
the flood.
'99. But, yeah, Hurricane Floyd.
Yeah.
And then
4.5, 5 feet of water in our house.
Then Florence in 2018 devastated a bunch of my neighbors. I was 2 feet away from getting flooded in my house, but luckily the water didn't rise. But something realized with mountain floods versus coastal floods.
Difference.
You know, down at the coast, man, the water rises, but it's not moving 30 miles an hour.
It's not moving much at all.
Sure.
Really.
Up there, it's hauling ass.
I mean, the water in our house was like it rose up over the course of a couple hours, and then went down
it went
over
back down.
in the mountains.
But there was no current.
It moves so fast when it rises like that in the mountains that pirates are afraid to even go through there.
Yeah.
You know why? Because of scurvy.
Oh,
You're gonna mess up. You're gonna
He's
mess up.
gonna get us banished.
You're gonna mess up.
look how big I am.
Just
Yeah.
banished to Elon Musk's space.
Could you stop and get biscuits?
Because I eat a man's breakfast every 3 hours.
Dude, I have noticed since I've stopped smoking cigarettes, though.
Carl didn't smoke cigarettes anymore. Hooray for
Yeah,
Carl.
look at me.
Everybody hooray
Hey.
for Carl. Somebody give 5 because Carl didn't smoke cigarettes
10.
anymore. Sure.
Yeah.
I want to be like
It's
Carl.
been 10 months.
Have you noticed any difference in your stools?
A little bit.
Yeah,
Sure.
better
Yeah.
or worse.
All right.
Better. I tend to take 2 dumps now instead of 1.
Oh, I take 2 dumps every day for years.
I used
Sure.
to just do
myself.
Sure.
Of course,
I've noticed I don't cough up chunks of black and gray crap every morning.
There's that.
You know, that's gone away, even though I do still
never
abuse the lungs with other particulates.
coughed up chunks before.
You know, working with sawdust and whatnot.
Sure. Sure.
Cough up black and gray chunks before you quit smoking?
Yeah, dude, every day, like,
And not only that, like Carl,
you know,
Carl's not
lung
only
butter.
I mean, every now and then I get a little.
I mean, full on lung butter.
But not only that, like Carl's not you're not a nicotine guy at all anymore. Like really, you
no,
didn't-
no,
you-
no, I
you
don't
didn't
fuck with
switch to
any
that.
nicotine at all, ever.
You originally
anymore.
had to go to the because of the
Except for
you
when
having
you
a
drink coffee.
surgery, you know.
Because coffee's got a lot of nicotine in it.
Somebody punch this guy.
No, you do it.
Can I get CNN?
Look how big I am.
Yeah, punch him in his.
Can I get CNN to fact check this
Don't
guy?
punch me in the heart, though.
I was told there would be no fact check.
Although I did see the best screen name ever today, Post Coffee Poop.
That's really not a great screen name, Carl.
Yeah, it is.
Nah,
Post Coffee Poop.
kind of gross.
It's so
For a
like,
screen name?
You know what's better than that?
it's like when you used to get your ass kicked on Call of Duty by pooping a cup all the time.
Mary.
Nobody ever kissed my ass.
No, kicked your ass. You
Call
used
of
to
Duty, they called me lazy.
No, there was a guy. When we used to run Call of Duty, back when you lived down with Dave at fucking
That's like
Sausalito.
Call of Duty.
It was
Call of Duty at Sausalito.
all right. It was some other online
It wasn't Call of
game.
Duty. It was
It was another online
SOCOM.
game. It was SOCOM. All right.
Yeah, pooping.
Well, there was a guy pooping a cup
Yeah.
that killed you all the fucking
What was that
time.
SOCOM map? That was Frostbite.
Frostbite, sure.
Yeah, that was
Dude.
pooping a cup on Frostbite. Always.
Pooping a cup.
True story. I
screen.
have the SOCOM 2 disc, like mounted on a nail in my bedroom. True
Through the middle
story.
or through the disc itself?
It's hanging on the in the hole.
in the hole. Okay.
It's in the
So you
hole.
can still use it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't
this
know
was a
where the fuck
record
that was
show.
coming from. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about.
So yeah, at some point tonight we played some records, and
Sure.
some point later we're going to talk about them.
Sure. What I was gonna say something else about something. Anyway, hey, we
Why are pirates afraid of mountain
no.
roads? That font's big enough for me to actually read from here.
yeah, that's why I had to do
Scary,
that.
it says. They're afraid of mountain roads because they're scary.
We did. If you've not been checking out our Wednesday night streams over on Twitch, we are in the middle of Scaretoberoween,
Oh yeah.
and boy, we watched one.
I'll
You have
be
to
11.
you have to go back and watch this. You guys have to go back and watch this.
Do you archive?
Which one was?
No,
shows?
I mean just go watch them back for yourself.
Do you have a list of the movies you've screened?
There's 4. Well, we've done 2.
Do you have a list
so I can
of them?
tell you. If you want me to tell you, I can just tell you.
Can you send me a link?
This past
God
week's,
damn, we're like two women.
this past week's program was a little film called L.A. AIDS Jabber from 1994, which looks like it was shot on.
AIDS.
It looked like it was shot on a potato, and it looked like it was like public access, but a movie shot on video film from '94 about a guy that gets diagnosed with AIDS, gets pissed off because of that, and
Takes over Central Park.
draws his own blood. No, L.A. is in the name of the title.
Yeah.
Draws his own blood and runs around stabbing people, giving people AIDS. I don't want to give away. There's a twist, but L.A. AIDS Jabber.
It's actually milky blood that he's.
I highly recommend it. It's everything you think it's going to be, and maybe just a little bit more.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah, L.A. It's on Tubi. L.A. AIDS
course it
Jabber.
is.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I like to.
Hey, I'm fucking.
I bet.
I'm taking notes
What up,
on that shit
Thumbfinger?
right now. Yo, Thumbfinger in the house.
Now, I'm not going to ruin the end. Although I've been known to ruin a few ends in my day. Yeah. What was I going to tell you about? Something about. Oh, there's this. I don't even want to talk about this. There's going to be There's a speaking of the Western North Carolina floods, and there are a lot of people. There's a big country show that's going to be coming with a bunch of
Yeah.
those people. I don't care about a lot of them, but anyway.
I actually dig a couple of
There
them,
are a few
man.
in there I did.
Hey,
I know.
fucking James Taylor, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing, though. There's going
I
to
like
be
Eric
a
Church.
artist including REM, Waxahachis, MJ Letterman. I don't know who these people are.
I
Have banded
like
together
REM.
for a 136 song compilation of unreleased recordings benefiting Hurricane Helene victims in Western North
Yeah.
Carolina. It's called Cardinals at the Window. It's out today, actually, so this should have been something that came out today.
No.
Funds going to the Rural Organizing and Resilience, Beloved Asheville, and the Community Foundation of Western North Carolina. You can buy that one for $10 on Bandcamp. If somebody can drop a link, if they want to, that's
Yeah.
cool.
So,
Hold on. There's the North Carolina Natives Organized compilation. There's a Pitchfork. I'm trying to who. Among them are Sharon Van Eaton, the Mountain Goats. I know the
Sharon Van
Mountain
Etten,
Goats.
yeah, they're great.
Manhattan.
Yeah, Van Etten.
Hotline TNT. Nathaniel Ratliff.
Yeah, he's good.
Yep. Night Sweats and the Night Sweats. The Go Betweens. Sylvia Nesso. Lonnie Holly. geologist, and real estate. Other contributing covers, live recordings, and more include Fleet Foxes, Jeff Tweedy,
Good.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
Helen
good.
Negro, The War on Drugs, Angel Olsen, King Gizzard, and the fucking Lizard Wizard. Popping
telling
through
you,
these.
I want
With their 20th album of the year.
They,
this
were,
is-
they were advertising this on that station, 95.7
Is that right?
in Raleigh yesterday. And I was pulling up to the store. to
What about
do
Steve
something,
Fever?
And I was waiting for the guy to say, like, where do I get this? He was like, yeah, it's 136 songs.
Yeah.
It all goes to the... He never said where to get it. So
See, we call that-
Bandcamp. And what's it called again?
I don't know what the compilation's called. Oh, no, wait. It's called Cardinals at the Window.
Nice.
I wonder if that's in relation to that. What's that? Is it Casey Musgrave, that Cardinal song? Have you heard that?
Probably because
not.
it's our state bird.
It's about John. No, it's about John Prine. They were friends.
Well, this ain't got nothing to do with
Dang,
John.
dang
Prine.
it.
Good song.
This ain't got nothing to do with John.
No, but I would like to let me interject for a second here. Something else y'all may not have heard about. You talk about the big concert that's happening in Charlotte at Panther Stadium. It's the primary organizers of it were Luke Combs and
Luke
Eric
Combs,
Church.
Brian, Luke Brian, Sam Brian, Luke, Sam,
Jerome
Combs,
Blake.
Wilson,
Anyway,
Toby Relenting.
what I was gonna say is
Rick Keith.
something else.
Mark Kessler.
Alright, motherfuckers.
Mark fucking Kessler. He's the best.
What the fuck's he talking about? Who the fuck is Mark Kessler?
Thank you, Shane. There's the link right there. It's $10 for 136 songs.
Look it up on Bandcamp.
Go snag it up, man. I'm sure I will.
It's probably.
So anyway, something I saw that was kind of unique and pretty cool. Eric Church is writing songs for his new album, and aside from doing the big concert fundraiser thing, one of the new songs he had just finished writing was like really appropriate for the situation in North Carolina. He signed over the
Watching
right.
my cousin drown.
Yeah, but he signed over the rights to the song to the state of North Carolina.
Oh wow, that's
The
great.
publishing rights, the everything. Like he signed all the rights, so the state of North Carolina owns the song forever, which is pretty fucking unique. I mean, every fucking artist is doing a fundraiser concert, right?
Sure.
Everybody's doing shit like
want-
that.
I want-
man.
And somehow we're not.
I want that.
Yeah, there was a 5 L's fundraising concert.
You know what?
Hey
But,
Trish, we were okay.
Trish.
We're in the kind of the middle of the state. The mountains got it really bad, and I was up there this week
Yeah.
doing some coverage, which we talked about earlier. That was pretty gnarly to look at and sobering. Not really, because I was.
The worst part
I
about
was already sober.
we know the mountains
Unfortunately.
flood, and we know those valleys can be dangerous.
Yeah.
This storm, we had no clue how bad it was going to be here.
We actually interviewed a hydrologist about like what happened. That was one of our stories. Is what really happened. It's like all this water builds up and it falls down the continental divide, and then it goes both ways and fills
Yeah.
up both reservoirs. They both overflow.
Well, and then for like
But it's like,
a couple of days before the storm came through, there was a trough.
Yeah,
that
they
was
got
already
6 to 8
dumping
inches of
for
rain.
2 days. And
2
then that
days
trough,
before.
like, drew the storm right
I,
in its path.
I heard two fellows in Avery County saw a dragon.
Where did they see this dragon?
Nah, dude. The Loch Ness Monster was spotted in the Nantahala.
I think
Yeah,
the
thank you,
counts-
Trish. Yeah, it was pretty gnarly, but wow,
man,
man,
I hate
it was
that.
crazy to see, man. And I've not done like disaster coverage stuff in a long time. That was
really haven't.
that was interesting to kind of jump back into. It's like, I mean, it's like riding a bike, but that's not a bike. It's like a bike that hurts your asshole that you don't want to get back on. It's like I don't want to do that.
Girls 10
Have you ever
speed.
seen that video of like there was somebody who made,
No,
they made a
no,
bike.
I don't like this already.
It's like in some third world country.
No.
There's this bike. They'll put it on street corners. But like what they've done is they like the seat is on a spring, so it's like the pole goes up. So
That's
somebody trying to
Anybody
steal
jumps
it,
on trying to
they'll
steal
jump
it
on
and they get a
like,
pole on the ass.
that sounds like sexual assault.
Yes, it's hilarious.
It is hilarious.
I don't know if that's a real thing or not, but I'm sure somebody.
Hey, what's up, Dusty? Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Dusty.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
man.
imagine it would put you in the hospital.
Yeah, it's just
Did you,
crazy
Trish?
business. Let's keep her moving, man. I'll shut
Yeah, man. Stuff that came out
Oh
this week.
man, this a fantastic hip hop record. It's no wait, I skipped this before the hip hop record. I feel like cameraman should be a big fan of this guy. I don't know. Are you a Daniel Johnston guy?
Who the fuck is Daniel Johnson?
Yeah, I think so.
He's a little bit
From
off.
the early 70s.
Nope. From the 90s or like late 80s and early 90s. This is the expanded reissue of Daniel Johnson's first album, Artistic Vice, has been announced. The new edition features a second LP's worth of outtakes, rehearsals, and previously unreleased stuff by the DIY folks. The DIY folk icon and the I Band. Of those songs, All Good Children Got to Die is out today.
The name is so
you can go check it out. Kurt Cobain used to wear a shirt, the Hi, How Are You shirt. That was one of the albums.
I'm thinking of Rocky Erickson.
Yeah,
who
no,
was
it's not
also
Rocky Erickson.
Off. But Daniel Johnson definitely rings a bell.
There's a
he did he front some band I like?
no. He was autistic or he was very
Mental.
yeah.
I know exactly.
There's a documentary called The Devil and Daniel Johnston.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, there is.
He wrote some really cool songs.
yeah.
That are
It's yeah,
really cool.
very cool songs. So this is like some early stuff, and I'm not familiar with it. I know that how are you with that legendary drawing that Kurt wore on a like white T-shirt forever. It's funny because that's how I know Daniel Johnston. That's also how I knew Flipper. That's one of the crazier stories. Is like I talked about this last week, but I used to see Kurt wearing that Flipper. It was a white T-shirt with the black fish
outline
and it
with
said
the
flip.
X eyes.
Yeah, and it said Flipper. And so when I was at a yard sale with my mom, I saw a Flipper cassette, and I'm like, oh, bet. And I picked it, I played it. I'm like, well, these guys are not even in tune. And now it's like my favorite band in the fucking world. It's,
They don't sound like they're in tune.
yeah,
Nah.
it's funny.
Well,
I think they're doing it on purpose.
It's funny.
They're
how
doing it
shit
on
like that-
purpose.
It's funny how shit like
Yeah,
that works,
Flipper.
man.
Yeah, Carl. Yeah.
They totally do it on purpose.
Good one, Carl.
You know, just not for the hell of
I'm
it.
proud of you.
I'll
for
go ahead and
saying
throw it out. This may be a wild card. We'll get into some of the shit that came out today. And I saw this cover and I was like, yeah, this may be something I want to look up, maybe take a little peek-see at. A band out of Japan called the Blanky Jet City. And the name of the album is Bang. These guys have, it's a first time available on vinyl ever. It's a Japanese rock trio, active from 87 to 2000. This one's from 92.
19.
And it's kind of like Japanese rockabilly shit.
Alright.
And it's actually really fucking good. Scotty, I think, would really dig
Vespers.
this. Maybe Shane. I'm trying to think of some people like in the community. It's kind of right up that alley. That's worth checking out if you've never heard these guys. Pretty crazy stuff, man. Pretty crazy stuff. Check it out. Look, that's a wild card right off the rip. That's how serious business we are here tonight. Wild card right off the rip.
That's right.
This incredible album. We've had two incredible heavy albums come out 2 weeks in a row.
Is that what we played earlier? Right?
No.
What are we looking at there?
This is a band called Chat Pile, and if you've never heard Chat Pile, they've released some albums. This is on Flinster Records called Cool World, and they consider themselves. They're from Oklahoma. They consider themselves. It's kind of like noise rock, but it really sounds a lot more like sludgy than that to me. Pretty aggressive vocals, and I'm not a. There's a lot of records I listen to nowadays, and I really dig the riffs, and I hear the aggressive vocals, and I'm like, oh man, you fucking ruined it. But I've heard some stuff recently that like
You could really mess things up with vocals.
you can, and
Or you can take it to the next level
Or you can
with some
turn it
good
out,
vocals.
take it to the next level.
but
yeah.
for me nowadays, for something to have pretty aggressive vocals, it's got to really cut through the bullshit.
Right.
And it's still that still tickles my Wilson every now and then. You know, but it's got to be a certain kind of. It's got to be good to get through that. You know what I mean? And like last week we had
I do know what you mean.
we had the new Blood Incantation record that came out. Phenomenal record. Phenomenal record. I don't listen to death metal ever.
Now I've heard like one song off
It's
that.
so
The
good.
one
It's-
they play
it's-
on Liquid Metal.
it's
but
like-
yeah,
it's like-
it's banging.
It's like death metal mixed
I'll say.
with fucking like Carpenter like soundtrack music. Yeah,
Carpenter, like guys with hammers.
like John Carpenter.
I'm thinking of like pneumatic nail guns.
No.
Chacon.
I think it's pronounced pneumatic.
It's
Carpenter
pneumatic.
But yeah, check
It's
out Chat Pile.
pneumatic.
This is a solid fucking heavy release. If you like noisier, sludgier stuff, man, this shit really does it good.
I
man.
can't hear it.
A lot of people
Turn it up.
A lot of people from that particular community are screaming like album of the year from this one. I've heard that a few times about this record. Same with Blood Incantation. So Chat Pile, check it out. Books.
Blood incantation.
This is phenomenal. And I'm looking at Zonkman on this one here. This is Legends of the Desert Volume 4 featuring Eagle Twin and the Otolith. Now, Eagle Twin, I know, both of these bands are from Utah, which is pretty weird. And I didn't know the Otolith at all. That's a kind of a more, it's a chick-fronted band. Or I don't know if she's fronted, but some chick singing in there. Does a really good job. There's some like weird horns and to accompany some monstrous riffs.
Hey, Bob,
that was
horns,
really
you mean
good.
Like horns played weirdly, or like horns we've never seen before?
Both, because I've not seen them.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really good. And the other side of that is Eagle Twin, which is a two-piece group out of Salt Lake City, and I actually got one of their records on vinyl. Man, some of the most thundering, especially on this recording. I love the one that I have, but I listened to almost all of this today. And the fuzz sound Eagle Twin gets out of these recordings. All these are new songs, by the way. It's so fuzzed, it sounds like Velcro ripping.
I would love that. I'm sure.
It's so good. A little more on the aggressive vocal side for Eagle Twin for sure, but man, and it's on. Let me see what it says here. They've been doing this split series, I guess. Will you bring me a beer spoon, bro? Grab one of mine. Try one of mine.
I'll try. Actually, I kind of want one of those Sierra Nevadas.
Get one.
Oh, you're not gonna drink mine. That hurts my feelings.
I'll drink yours next. And this thing's too damn heavy for my neck.
Is it Eagle
Ryan's
Twin?
neck was defeated by
It
Blaine.
wasn't defeated. It was just sounded.
Is it Eagle Twin a type of guitar? I think there's an Eagle Twin amp.
I don't know.
I think maybe. See what it says about the epic split series from Desert Records brings its heaviest volume brand new music from Eagle Twin and the Otolith, two of Utah's mightiest bands. It's the soundtrack to the New Wild West, which I think is a very appropriate, and it fits the cover
It's
as well.
coming out of Utah?
Yeah, both these bands are from Utah. I think
It's kind of dry out there.
Desert Records are from New Mexico. They're from New Mexico. It's an Albuquerque label, I'm pretty sure.
Word.
But anyway, this shit, it's like a new take on the Wild
Utah's
West,
some
and it's
crazy
kind of
shit,
got
man.
that fucking, it's really, man, check it out.
Utah's got some Mormons.
They got some weird shit going on in Utah, man.
They got Mormons.
What up,
No
Mr.
doubt.
Nathaniel Mars? How are you?
Oh, Nick Mars. Yeah.
Tinkerbell. What are you wharfing about?
Oh, damn it.
What did you call it?
Same rock.
Snarf.
Fucking
Snarf.
thumb finger in the house.
Snarfing. What
So,
are you
yeah.
snarfing about? Sit down and be on camera. With
Dude,
me.
I just discovered that. I know it's not going to drop for a couple more weeks, and I know you don't have a graphic for it. But that new punk shit, new chick Karen Dio out of fucking Brazil is like some crazy, like fast throwdown punk, and some may or may not be a big fan of chick singers.
I'm a big fan of chick singers myself.
But
I'm a huge fan.
so you'll definitely dig it, man. I'll play it for you in a little bit.
Carl
But,
said.
Give me some.
Carl said.
Give me some of that Liz Fair.
I like a Liz Fair.
No, Liz
What about
Fair's
Belly?
great.
That's underrated.
Belly?
Belly's great, man.
The album King? That got sent to me via
Luscious Jackson.
Yeah.
Dude,
you kidding me?
Belly's King CD got sent to me when I was in Columbia House or BMG or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the only one of the whole time I forgot to send back. And I was like, I just kept it or whatever. And I ended up paying for it, I guess, or whatever, but I kept it. And then I really, really liked the album. It was nothing I wanted,
It
but
probably cost you $12.99.
I'm
which
sure.
I think was what it cost if you didn't.
I'm
do
sure.
that.
I'm sure.
I was a member of
So maybe in
Columbia
another
House.
week or two, we'll do the release drop on the EP
Sure.
for Karen Dio that's
Keep me
coming out.
apprised of it.
Oh,
But,
so
yeah.
like in relation to
Shit's
records, in
banging.
the CD collection arena.
CD?
CD collection.
CD's nuts.
CD collection's like a big thing nowadays. It's like
Sure.
it's like records were
How about
10,
CDs?
15 years ago. But like the Columbia House version is not worth as much as the original issue.
Of course not.
No, yeah.
It's so funny.
I mean, this.
Man, I had back in the day
I know,
when
I
I
got
did
all
the
these CDs that
I
are
had
like
Columbia
valuable
House send
now.
me fucking censored versions of albums.
Yeah.
Like I got Anthrax Attack of the Killer Bees from Columbia House, and like all of it was fucking censored.
Yeah. But they've been
I
doing.
bought Ill Communication at Walmart back.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, it was fucking Kmart. Back in the day, when it
Censored.
first came out, I bought it at Kmart.
And it was
I
censored.
got it in the truck. I just got a new CD player, and I put it in there, was playing it, and it was censored. I had it for less than 3 hours. I turned around and drove back up there and returned it and said, I do not want to. It might have been Walmart, though.
But you know the thing you're talking about, like how those are worth less or whatever.
Yeah.
That's been going on for decades. Like even back in the '60s, there was record clubs.
Oh yeah.
You see like Beatles records, even or
Yeah.
like stuff like that.
The record
There's-
club version.
The record club is
ain't worth shit.
typically well, they're just worth not always
I
less.
think one
but-
major difference between CDs
But it's been a
and
thing for a
LPs
long time.
nowadays, though, which I think is kind of interesting, is I've got OG original pressings of the CD,
Oh yeah.
but the cover is so sun faded. But like, you didn't get that with LPs.
I got a bunch of that
with
one.
sun faded LP.
You get ring wear, though.
Yeah.
You get ring wear.
and dented
So, like,
corners.
does that make it worth less or worth more? Because that like.
Oh,
proves
dude,
it's
I've got a
okay.
whole set
Set
of
my car for it.
cassettes. They're like where they were in the big cassette case
And the
sitting
case
in my
is a little
truck.
wavy because it was so
And
hot.
like the entire like everything up to that far down where it dropped down into the case is completely sun faded. Like I've got Alice in Chains Dirt on cassette where there's a stripe on the main face cover.
Dude,
that's completely sun faded
My
out.
Master of Puppets, the tape got melted. The tape looks like I still got it over there. The tape looks like this.
I've had cases that were like deformed from being
Yeah.
too hot. And
Oh, yeah.
The tape inside would still be okay.
Yeah.
But the case would be a little bit.
All right, we got one more to talk about.
Yeah.
It's a fucking wild card.
wild card.
Who's a wild card?
It's another wild card, and then it's another Japanese band. And I was
Chief Amada?
of course drawn in by the cover because this is a dope fucking cover. Oh, Summer Vacation Electronic Eye. It's on an Alien Transistor Records.
Dope cover.
They're from Kobe, Japan. They've been around since 2010, but it's a noise punk kind of group. So maybe Noisy Beast, maybe a little Nate Mars, maybe a little Scotty Stricknine on this. Pretty interesting stuff, man. It's pretty out there, but it's like the first thing I thought of is like, this sounds like a Japanese version of Big Black or something.
Oh, shit.
It's got those
All right.
really metallic sounding guitars.
Yeah.
Kind of like Big Black, and so it's kind of got that. It's kind of got that shit. Hey, Fred, how are you, man? I appreciate you, man. I got this little Goodwill find.
Hey man.
Little Goodwill find on the shirt.
Your dog's breath smells like low tide.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Low tide at Omaha Beach.
Too soon, man.
All right,
Too
sorry.
fucking
Nice.
Sorry. Stand by for an emergency apology.
Yeah. Kidding.
Yeah.
You should be up in arms about that. No pun intended.
All right, let's get into a little bit of what we played.
All right.
Boom. This
Boom.
is it's pretty much Carl City over here.
Well, we started off with a little business,
Yeah, I had
little jazzy.
I had to stand on business a little bit right off the rip. Pulled a little Mingus moves out of it. We always start with a jazz record, of course. You guys know how you know the rules. Little Mingus moves,
Yeah.
a little poppy crackly, but a little dope ass record is what it is. And I hadn't pulled that out in a little bit. It was worth checking it out. Books, check them
Check
out.
them out.
Just set it down there somewhere if you want to, please, sir.
I'm gonna go up front with them.
I was hollering at my man Ragnar today, man. He said, "Play some booby for me." I was like, "Yo, you got bet." It has been a little bit. I pulled out one of the booby records. I got a bunch. Like I got a lot of solo booby, courtesy of Ragnar. Plus, I got a lot of the bands that was in a lot of different projects. This is Ego. I'm assuming it's pronounced Ego. Maybe
There you go.
it could.
I don't know.
In,
I think it's probably Ego.
Iceland. It could be something different. I want to say this is like 82. So it's a lot
That's
more.
old.
Yeah, 82, and it's a really good like new wave record. Is what it is. Icelandic kind of new wave shit.
Yeah.
Definitely worth checking out, man. This is one of my favorites out of all the booby shit. Like, I like a lot of that stuff, but I do tend to like his like older jams.
Yeah, this was a cool album, man.
It
I
was.
dug it. This is the first time I've heard it.
Yeah, it's really good.
I was digging it,
really
man.
good, man.
For real. What we got next?
Then we started getting
what
into
did we get into?
Started getting some Carl records.
Oh yeah, man.
Carl said he's been looking for this record.
Dude, I have been looking for this. I had this on cassette for a long time. Like I still have it on cassette. But I've been looking for this LP for at least 15 years.
That's crazy. That this seems like something would be pretty.
It
easy to
seems
find.
like it would be pretty easy to find, right? But I wanted to find it in the wild. I could have at any time went online and ordered it.
Sure. I'm like that. There's certain things I
I
just
wanted
wanna
to find
it.
this in the wild, and I did. Finally, at my local Yellow Dog Disc go-to spot.
Hey, I used to kind of work there.
Yeah, you did.
Before it was Yellow.
But absolutely love the Blues Brothers. For those that don't know, this movie is the reason I grew chops, and
Okay.
I rock chops to
which
this
one are
day.
you, Carl? You're Dan
Boyd?
Aykroyd.
Yeah, I'm Aykroyd.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, the Blues Brothers.
Well,
is the
Figure
reason-
says I've got my dad's Cheech and Chong and Blues Brother albums. They smell like weed.
Fuck yeah! Dude, at one point I bought a used Ventures album
Yeah.
and pulled it out to check it, and there were weed seeds stuck to the inner cover
On Adventures, that's
on
great.
a Ventures album.
That's awesome. That may be a band that I own more than anything of.
Right
I've
on,
done this
man.
before. I'll probably go on 10 Ventures. I think it's Ventures, Les McCann.
That's what you own the most of?
What do you own the most of?
Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buff.
I've got pretty much all of them.
How about you, Ryan? What do you got? What do you have the most of?
What do I have most of?
Because like Herbie Mann was up
I don't
there.
know, man.
Fuck.
For me,
It's probably
Herb Albert was
mean-
up there.
between CDs and albums. Probably Meat Puppets.
Meat Puppets.
All right,
oh,
man.
if you throwing CDs in
You know
there.
how much I like Meat Puppets?
yeah.
Sure.
If we're going CDs albums, I don't know, man. I own a shitload of Corb Lund albums. I mean, he's released like
Corbin
13,
Burnson.
13
I
or
don't own any
14.
Corbin
I own a
Burnson
shitload of Buffett. I got quite a few Hank Threes. Man, there's several artists in there that I've got, 8 or 10 of.
Oh, wait a minute. I might have to say.
I still want
have to say
to
Herb
Moss Right
Alpert.
Ventures. Oh yeah.
Herb Alpert.
I have one Herb.
That's what I said. Yeah. I've got.
That's what Mike said.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you said?
Yeah.
I didn't even hear you say
Come
that.
on now.
I mean, I wasn't listening.
Right. Oh, I'll put these up.
Come on, Carl.
Okay, so after that, we jumped into the little 45 set.
Sure.
So this dude, first one I played, Jared Petty's and the Headliners. This was a guy, he's out of Charleston, South Carolina. He's kind of local.
Low country.
I've been there.
Saw them play. He was opening for a band called the Delta Bombers at a local joint in Wilmington a few weeks ago.
Jimmy Smith. I'm up there on.
So, yeah, let's get that up on the camera. Got him to sign it for me, a little 45.
How much you charge you to sign it?
He didn't charge me to sign it. The 45 was $10.
Whoa!
That's hot cotton,
Are you
Carl.
fucking
Yeah,
kidding me, Carl?
but the Jane's Addiction one we played
Oh, yeah, I
was
hear
picked that up at the Jane's show before they got in a fight and canceled the rest of the tour. Glad we got to go to that. That was the Raleigh show.
Yeah.
That was a little misprint, but we listened to both sides of it.
Yeah, tell the story, like how you ended up getting this.
So I went up to the merch booth, asked for some vinyl. They're like, yeah, we got a 7-inch for $15 and we got a 12-inch for $30. And it's the same thing. It's one song on each side.
Yeah.
It's the 2 new songs they recorded.
Wait,
Yeah.
So I asked for the 7-inch,
so
obviously.
it's also a 10-inch
12-inch.
with just the one song on each
One
side.
song on each side, 12-inch single, like the hip hop.
So more
does.
material and more money for the same amount. Exactly.
And they were charging $30 for that.
Jesus Christ.
So I asked for the 7-inch. She went over and was like, "Oh, we're out of them. Hang on." And went over and like looked in this other like tote or whatever. It was like, "Hey, I've got one over here. It's in the discard bin because we didn't print the cover right because it's all smudged and they missed like the first logo
That makes it about
or
3
whatever."
times more valuable.
And I asked for a discount and she said no. So I paid the $15.
That's fucked.
Man,
But maybe because it's a misprint, maybe it is worth more later.
that show
$100.
On the Raleigh subreddit, that show, people were like, Perry Farrell was so fucked up, man. Like he was
pretty fucked up, but hold on.
Yeah, they
The whole thing with like the fight and everything later on between Perry and
I
DeVaro.
didn't even hear about all that.
Yeah, they canceled the rest of the tour.
Really?
Yeah.
Seen that? They got into
They
a fight
got in
on
a fight
stage.
on
With
Perry.
Raleigh?
No,
You
later
guys seen that
on.
video?
Later on.
And another show later
next show.
after Raleigh. Several shows.
Yeah,
later.
so all I was saying is the Raleigh.
Anyway,
all these guys
Zep
fucking-
Pearl got his fucking tickets. Zep Pearl in the chat here got denied seeing Jane's and got his tickets refunded
Why'd he get denied?
because they canceled the rest of the
I
tour.
thought. Okay, he wasn't at the Raleigh show.
No, Zep Pearl was gonna see him in Chicago.
Okay, I didn't know where they were going. I'm just trying to get on board here.
So Raleigh was one of the earlier shows in the tour. But
that was
anyway,
the beginning of the end.
Perry
Perry Farrell
The whole
flew on
fight-
stage and then ate it.
the whole fight between Perry and Dave was over Dave having his guitars turned up too loud and Perry's vocals not being able to be heard. And at the Raleigh show, I will testify
They should have
that
put his vocals down anyway.
his vocals were too low. No, you could barely hear Perry singing. The guitar was turned way up, too loud, and I could barely fucking hear Perry singing at the show. So I get his beef. I get it.
I didn't see that
I was
show.
at the show,
I
and
chose
I
not
get
to go
it.
to that show because
I know, man.
I had already seen
We
them
hung with our boy
twice.
Dave there.
I'd already seen them twice, 10 and 15 years ago, roughly.
I had never seen
and I was
Perry
like, they
before.
can't be
so-
better now than they were then.
All right,
So,
Carl, tell me about it.
All right, absolute fucking banger.
That's the
I am
steel
so
President of the
subverting democracy since 1947.
Huh. When did this come out originally?
99 or 2000.
1999, Carl.
I know. It was in Fat Records' heyday. But Good Riddance was one of those late 90s, early 2000s punk bands that were just absolute banging.
Did they ever tour with Pennywise?
No, but I saw them with Bouncing Souls and No Use for a Name in Chapel Hill at the Cat's Cradle. This is, I've got a couple of their other albums, but I would say Operation Phoenix is the absolute their pinnacle work by far. Very political, very like thrash punk.
Yeah.
Good late 90s stuff. Operation Phoenix, if you don't know, was an actual government program in the late 60s and early 70s.
Firebirds.
60s and 70s.
Yeah. No, it was a subversive program to infiltrate, torture, capture, and assassinate Viet Cong sympathizers or people involved with the North Vietnamese army.
Sounds like my middle school.
Dude,
Pretty much, bruh.
that's fucking heavy, Carl.
Yeah, man. I mean, look at the back cover, dude.
I don't want to look at that anymore. It's like, there's a problem there.
Butt problem. I
Get
showed it
that
off.
Tell me that looks
Yeah,
like
get
a
that
problem.
back cover on camera.
It's like a
And
big
they
problem
took his
for
boots.
somebody.
But yeah, Good Riddance, absolute banger of an album. This is a repress, almost 2020 or 2021 repress. Fat Records.
Tell me
Played a
about
little
it, Carl. Steve
Steve Earle.
Yes, sir.
Revolution starts now. I want to say it's 2000 or 2001. That's the Bush Cheney years that this album came out. Because he has a song about Condoleezza Rice on this album. We didn't listen to it.
Condoliers, right?
Cunnilingus Rice.
Cunnilingus.
Cunnilingus Rice.
But yeah, let's do a couple songs. Maybe one of Steve Earle's most punk songs.
Yeah.
Fuck the FCC.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
You know, it was a good lead out of
Is
Good
Carl
Riddance.
into Jason Isbell?
Not really.
And the 400 unit.
Not really. No.
There's
I've heard
there's
plenty-
a song or two I enjoy, but
They do.
I wouldn't buy the album. Probably.
They have a couple good songs, but I'm not really into them.
Is it the 400 unit? Is that who he is?
Fair.
Yeah, it's Jason Isbell 400 unit.
I like it
Yeah.
when people do that. There's that other guy who, Nathaniel Ratcliffe
And the Night Sweats.
And the Night Sweats.
Yeah.
I like it when you do your
The
name.
Night
and then the
Sweats.
name
No,
of the
I
band.
was wanting to do
The 400 unit's a good
Jimmy
name for a
Buffett,
band.
the Coral Reefer Band.
two
Yeah.
things. I wanted to use my own name, like the Mike Miller set, or the Mike Miller combo.
Yeah.
Nah.
Old school.
Yeah.
Or the Mike Miller Trio.
The Mike Miller.
I like
that.
the set.
The Mike
I
Miller.
like set better, yeah.
The Mike Miller.
Set or
The
combo?
Mike Miller Quaalude Orchestra.
Yeah.
Carl, you can't get Quaaludes anymore.
Do you remember what?
Yeah, I know, but that's what makes it such a great band name.
Do you know what my idea of pork chop, the first name was supposed to be?
What?
And Jay kiboshed it before I even said it to anybody else. Mesopotamian Bean Curd Band.
Yeah.
And then Jay was like, "That's stupid."
But you thought
And
of
I wanted to do lamb chop in the thick dick
Well, I
posse.
said,
that was good too.
but I said, I was like, okay, well, how about ceramic pork chop? And Jay was like, how about just pork chop? And I'm like, all right.
I would have liked, man, y'all didn't get my vote on that. I would have went for
I'm
ceramic
pretty sure
pork
you came up
chop.
with Mesopotamian Bean Curd Band in like the 3rd grade. That seems like it was floating for a while. Before.
I mean, no, that was stream of consciousness. I don't think I'd ever thought
I
about
think
that. I
you
just
have been
kind of
saying it for a while. It seems like something
Possibly.
you used to say.
yeah. Carl, what is this?
No, it was Mesopotamian Bean Curd Truck is what you
Hang
used to
on.
say.
Maybe.
That is Corb Lund's new album,
And-
El Viejo.
Woman's vagina.
No, it means old man. It's a tribute album to Ian Tyson,
And his vagina.
classic Western singer. It's a straight up memorial.
So I shouldn't talk about vaginas anymore?
Oh, you can talk about
Because
vaginas.
it's a
Sure it's not
memorial.
pronounced
He was a
iron.
cowboy. He liked vaginas.
You sure his name's
Sure.
not pronounced Iron?
I'm sure.
Scotty makes a point. The other night, last Saturday, I teased it last Friday, and only a few people came over. Thanks a lot. I did a
I was
Saturday,
busy.
and
I was cooking
at
ribs.
late night, ended up playing the pork chop tape on the air.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Scotty said, "Got to play the pork chop tape while Carl is there." Yeah.
Dude, yeah, we might have to get on
And
that.
I've got-
I ain't heard that in years.
And I've got one that I didn't play. I got ready to play, and I want to say it's when we played at the tavern.
Tavern.
Oh, shit.
So it's a live thing, and it is nothing but Carl. You can hear like, you can hear me in the background. It's like
Turn it, guys.
no,
It's
you
down.
hear and then like it's that much louder. So I'm like, you can't even listen to this. Like
Yellow
it's
bar Yeah, loving that new Core Blood, man. Lots of gambling songs on that. Lots of just good old tribute songs.
What is this shit, Carl?
That's the Who.
You said
Not-
you had the Who, and I was like, well, what's Who? And you pulled this, and I'm like, oh.
That's not the Who.
What the fuck?
No, that's the Who. HU. Out of fucking Mongol. Goddamn Mongolians.
Look at this gatefold.
They're fucking up my shitty wall.
That shit's great, man. I love
How
that.
did you discover this?
Yeah, exactly. I love that.
I did not expect you to pull this out.
Tiff, my wife found this somehow online somewhere. Somebody sent her a link to this, or one of their songs, and I don't know, man. Some crazy shit, dude. It's straight up Mongolian.
Yeah.
Like, there's a couple songs on this album. This is a double album. So a lot of it's traditional, and then
Look how
some-
foreign they all are. Show,
I told you they're
show the picture. Show
they're
foreign.
Mongolians.
They are not Americans.
Can you get that a shot of that?
No.
They look foreign, and they make foreign sounds, which is great.
Well, yeah, it's pretty fucking cool.
Real good stuff.
From the steppes of Mongolia, we're
That's
getting
spelled-
fucking metal,
Spelled S.
and they play some crazy ass instruments too.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't jump out as like, it's not like metal.
STEP.
No, it's not metal.
Carl, you know geology.
Gee, I'm a tree.
STEP. Step.
Yeah, steps.
No.
Or hoppe.
The steppe. But yeah, the Who is pretty interesting, different, man.
Screw
Different
you,
shit,
Mongolians.
man. Goddamn Mongolians. Hey, they're fucking up my shitty wall.
Carl, I'll give you $10 for that record right now.
Nah, Tiff will kill you.
I'll give you 15 for it.
Then finally, Mr. Bouchard catching some banana bucks.
Yeah.
Wanted to hear some Dead, and I said I got Working Man's Dead, and I got American Beauty. We went to Working Man's Dead. Probably my favorite that I've heard. I'm not the biggest Dead guy in the world, but I really enjoy this record. I have for better part of a decade, if not a little bit longer than that. Because like growing up, I was not a dead guy. The fans pissed me off. I don't know. I don't know. I just wasn't. This is one of those things.
Hold up, man. We've had this conversation before, man.
Carl went to see him in high school.
Shut up. Yes, I did.
I had the chance to go, and I decided not to. And it
You
was the
should
last-
have, because
last
Jerry
chance.
died 4 months
I
later.
know. I could have seen him.
You could have.
He died like a month.
He
after
died
I
in
moved into
August.
College.
Jay was trying to tell me they canceled that because he died before that. I knew he played that show.
What, the Charlotte shows in April of 95?
Yeah.
I was there.
Or no, he was scheduled to come to Greensboro, wasn't he? Like later or no?
I don't know. Maybe later.
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe later. But something we've talked about before applies to both the Grateful Dead and Jimmy Buffett. The biggest problem with
fans.
them is their fan base.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And once I kind of got past that, I was like, oh, the Grateful, they're
Deadheads
fantastic.
and parrot heads are
And parrot heads are, I would say, are
middle,
worse.
are like
worse.
Yeah, because they're middle class, like, or yuppie-ish people who are
That-
just trying to unleash for one weekend.
Yeah.
And deadheads
are-
are like committed to the lifestyle.
Like Buffett fans are, I find in general, are not largely, not just Buffett fans, but those people. They're not even really music people that much.
No, they're not.
They're
As a
not.
matter of fact, their taste in music kind of sucks.
Their taste in music sucks. They're
Yeah.
just suburban families.
Yeah.
And it's just like
it's their one weekend to let loose.
it's just like when the fair comes into town.
Exactly.
Jimmy Buffett's coming. Let's go ride the rides.
yeah.
Let's go get a corn dog
and
and,
now
ride
it's
the rides.
and now that Buffett's got it's Kenny Chesney.
And I'm not used to doing this shit, and so I'm throwing up in the trash can before the show even starts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, I was at a Buffett show in, I don't know, 96 or 97 at Walnut Creek. Me and Michelle went, actually. And we're sitting there smoking J's. We're underage, so, like, we don't have any alcohol, but we just got plenty of weed.
I was about to say, do you have some weed?
I got plenty
Yeah,
of weed.
weed.
Dude.
Yeah.
Come on, we're underage. We got plenty of weed.
Carl likes it. Carl likes that stuff.
Sure.
And we
Oh,
got
I need
an
to
older
go.
couple sitting beside us. We start passing J's, and they start passing.
Jay's not here.
They start passing the little liquor
Jay's not here.
flask and get them all high. I look over 15 minutes later, and this dude is like laid out puking in the grass.
Nice.
That's tough.
Dude, the show Buffett ain't even come on yet.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a
Do you
tough
remember
one.
that show we went to at Carter Finley?
Where it rained.
We met my sister and brother-in-law there. They were there also.
Yeah.
And,
And
you
it,
and I,
and
like,
it was
10
pouring
minutes
down
before-
rain.
10 minutes before it rained, we disposed of that little rolled up thing you had full of grass.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
And then
whoa.
watched everybody do the
People
mudslide.
down the hill.
Stop the
not on
marbles,
purpose. It was
Well,
like
we're gonna do some
Oh
marbles?
wait, I gotta play. Hold on, let me sign in.
Want a marble?
Want to
Give
do
me a
some
minute.
marbles? Let's do some marbles.
I gotta sign in, man.
My new mouse is lagging. It's pissing me off. I'm
You
not
should
gonna,
fix that. Make that problem go away.
I will. I will.
What is this
Your-
conversation?
All of your wait.
Let's run some marbles. What's Carl's favorite Buffett song? Damn, that's tough.
Mine's
Son of a sailor.
Nah,
either that or Come Monday.
nah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
How do I say it? What hashtag play or
Hold on, we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
exclamation point
I
play?
mean, we're there yet. We are kind of there.
We are.
Exclamation point play in the chat, please. Exclamation point play in the chat.
Carl, did you type it too?
Nah, not you.
No, here. I'll text it to you.
Yeah.
Send him a Texas message. This is a good time to take a shot while everybody's loading in.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do a shot.
Ryan, hook us
Do a
up.
shot.
You know what, Carl?
Okay.
I was about to until
Hold up.
I was about to until you did this.
Come on, man. I'm delegating here.
Nah, until he did that. Now I'm like, I want you to apologize for that, and then and say, would you get us?
Stand by
Hey,
for emergency
would you get
apology.
us,
Of course, Carl.
Thank
Always.
you.
Just don't. Just
Thank
don't,
you, brother.
Just don't whoosh me. Don't whoosh me,
Hey, you're right. You're not Mexican.
Carl.
Nope.
Don't be sexist.
Vote Carl. Exclamation point, vote Carl. Sure. What are you doing, Carl?
Exclamation point play.
That was a long time for that.
Oh, I had to answer Shane Rocky.
I was gonna say that is.
He asked me a question. No, Shane Rocky asked me a question.
That is.
You know, you don't have to type it. You're on mic. You can just speak it, and he'll hear you. Remember that?
I don't get any liquor.
No, I couldn't do
Hey,
it.
his glasses.
Well, I've already got this one full. I couldn't do it all in one.
Wait,
trip.
that's my kitchen shot glass.
I know, but it's in here now. You can pour it in your other one, and I'll take that one back if you want.
I have two identical shot glasses. I keep one in the kitchen and one in the
Transfer it. I'll
record
put the other
room.
one back in the kitchen before we take.
Who's
this.
doing a shot, everybody?
Hey, old school. Ziggy zaggy, ziggy zaggy. Oi, oi, oi.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Churros.
And y'all used to watch the Man Show?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
With Adam Carolla
Yep.
and Jimmy.
That crazy fucking.
It was better when Stanhope was on it.
I do like how funny Stanhope is.
Of course.
He's funny.
All right. Let's jump into this.
Let's run
bitch.
some marbles, yo.
Clamington Diggerson, our pal Louie, owns the track record at 2:04 and some change. Let's see if anybody can beat that tonight. That's the number to beat. I hope everybody's nice and stretched out. Let's get right into this. Boom.
Did I make it in?
New keyboard, new mouse,
Yeah.
new mouse pad. I'm feeling good, looking good, smelling pretty fucking good.
Yeah, you don't smell bad.
Oh, look at this guy. Oh, look, Ron, chemistry.
Is that a radar? That's an Erlenmeyer flask.
Here's the whiz.
That's what we call a 1,000 mil Erlenmeyer.
We're going to get poured out.
Wow, that's cool as fuck.
What up, Vag Poop? I see you in here, baby.
We're going to a set funnel.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What is happening?
What we're going to is Carl's
This
taking
is
bathroom
great.
break.
Look at the smiley face in the back. Did you see that?
We have some sort of a separation.
Did you see this? Look!
Yeah, I see that. We have some sort of a distillation apparatus here. Oh, there's a Bunsen burner.
Bunsen burner.
I don't know if the physics here are really going to work out properly, but it's a neat map.
Neat map. What are you, some astatine boron?
Yeah. I'm going to sit closer so I can see what's going on, since Carl had to go to Dookie.
You think Carl's Dookies look at putt-putt pencils?
No, I think that like it's like similar to rabbit,
Oh, rabbit pellets?
except it's like moose pellets, so they're
Oh.
like the size
Oh,
of
sure.
golf balls.
Buckshot rather than birdshot.
Yeah, yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
Sure.
Maybe not the size of golf
This guy,
balls.
this
It's
guy.
definitely bigger than a rabbit.
This guy.
That's you.
What's this guy?
You're in 8th place, 6th
Whoa,
place.
whoa, 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 whoa.
That smiley face.
That
is
smiley face
really
reminds me of the Mario.
Mario, please.
What do you call that? The smiley face that chases you?
Oh, I don't know what you call it, but it's like that block, that big stone block that would follow you around. What was the ghost thing?
No, it's the smiley face thing. Oh, wait a
if,
minute.
if you look at it,
I'm about to beat the fucking. Oh, come on.
Mike's in first.
Oh shit!
I'm Bunsen Bead. I'm Bunsen Bead off the map.
You got
Oh, that's
you got heated
terrible.
up.
Got my seat.
No. You can sit there for a minute, Carl.
Oh wow, Bill coming in strong.
When you got up, I had to watch the race.
Look at Scotty coming in, making some moves. Sure.
Shower moves. Shower moves.
Winner Bill's box of sound at 209. Not far off of that fucking pace.
All right, it's all yours.
Bill's box of sound.
That's a good run right there. That's a good run right there.
Yeah. All right.
It's good time business.
Back on the scene.
Hell yeah.
Keeping it green.
Let's get in a little dig of the week action.
Let's do it.
Congratulations, Bill.
Oh
Back
yeah.
on that dig of the week vibe. This is straight up Carl City right here.
Oh really? You ain't got nothing this
I ain't
week?
got fucking dick.
All right, man. I'm
This is Carl.
These
City.
are. All right.
Now some of the stuff you played while we played were newer records.
Well,
that
yeah,
you could have put them in dig of the week.
I could have.
Sure.
I mean, a lot of the things we ran through on what we played, or some of them are newer, like the Corb Lund actually came out the last year when I was on the show. We actually did it as the what was released today.
Oh yeah.
My copy hadn't arrived because it had to come from Canada.
Hey.
So yeah. But some of that shit was pretty new. Some of this on the digs is kind of old.
Okay.
So we did jam it. This East Coast Panic. This was a complete random buy it by the cover find. Throw that up on the camera, man.
Yeah, this was good, man.
If you saw this in a box of 45s at the thrift shop, would you pay $3 for it based on the cover?
Goddamn right. All day long.
4 songs, 2 on each side.
East Coast Panic.
So
And I
turns
always
out,
look-
man, that's 1995.
That's great. And I was talking about this because this looks like it could have been out of 82.
Yeah, it's so DIY. I mean, it's super DIY.
Or it could be
2015.
2015, of people kind of throwing back to that
Right.
fucking vibe. Hey, I finally kicked on the fucking chat down there. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. That a bit.
Yeah.
That a bit.
So the East Coast Panic was a pretty cool find in a thrift shop where, like,
Sure.
they had like 10 copies of it. And I've never fucking heard of it, dude.
Hell yeah.
Turns out they had done that 1 7-inch, and they did like one other song for some compilation, and that's all they released is that band.
Interesting. Good stuff.
Scored this, where was this? This was at Gravity Records in Wilmington. Little 10-inch repress.
Wolfington.
Oh, Mad Caddies. Fat Records.
Hell yeah.
They were fun back in the late 90s.
I never
early
got too tough
2000s.
into them. I always respected them, and I didn't mind when they came
a lot
on.
of
But
horns.
I never. Yeah. Yeah.
It's that ska punk sound.
Yeah.
A lot of
Not
horns.
a big ska guy. But,
I actually saw these guys in Good Riddance together.
Okay. That'd be nice.
Yeah. That was a big show. And then,
Chat likes to go down there. You telling me, baby?
so this is one we found another local record shop in Wilmington digging in the used bins. You know, this was like $5, man. It's a double LP. It's one of those old school, like the TV, like the specials.
I've never seen this, man.
So it's 1 LP of the Drifters and 1 LP of the Coasters.
Hell yeah.
And it's like all their best hits.
It's like a twofer, but it's two
It's a
different bands. Or
twofer.
split. It's a split.
But it's not a split LP, it's double LP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But yeah, this was a banger. It was $5. Like, I mean, anytime you can score a double LP in good quality for $5. And actually, the Coasters has
Unless
that.
it's Bob Seger, and then
Hey, now. But hey, that Coasters one has, I can't remember what movie it's in, but that crazy ass song. He wears a red bandana. He plays a cool piano.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
a honky tonk down in Mexico. You know that, right?
yeah.
So that's on that, man.
Oh, that's cool.
That's in there. All right, this last one, man, we didn't jam it tonight because I'm actually not too impressed on the quality of this album. This is a band we saw a couple weeks ago down in Wilmington called the Delta Bombers. They're out of Vegas, actually. And managed to get my female friend to round up 3 out of 4 signatures on that.
Hell yeah.
We didn't get the singer's signature on the album because they've replaced their singer with a new guy, and he's not as good.
Oh, yeah.
But all in all, and
There's
yeah, we
a
had a
sticker on the back. Oh
no, it's actually a postcard. That's from the venue. It's not from the band, but I actually love
really
this
cool.
venue. No squares in my circle. The venue is called the Eagles Dare.
Oh, that's cool.
And they totally like the back of the bartender's shirt say, "You better think about it, baby." Like it's a total rockabilly, like fucking Misfits type bar. Great
Yeah.
spot, downtown Wilmington. If you ever get a chance to go to see a show at the Eagles
Hey, would you grab
there,
me a brewski?
check it out.
Huh? I need a brewski.
What do you want?
I'll take whatever. I don't give a fuck.
I give a fuck about
I
it.
don't give a fuck about nothing.
Yeah, so
Nobody.
those were the digs, man. Yeah, that's what I got.
Hell yeah. Actually, while you can choose a soda while you're up from the cachet, since you're standing
A
there.
little chip and soda. Little chip and soda.
So we'll take a quick commercial break. Come back with a soda speaking chip chat. Everybody, stay tuned. Thanks for hanging out, man. We're gonna fucking. We just got to take a quick little break to get ready for soda speaking chip chat. So, football town in the USA.
That's right.
That wasn't right. Stuff was wrong. Stuff was wrong.
Go, man. Come on.
Stuff was wrong. All the stuff's wrong. Thank you. All the stuff's wrong. What's that? Oh, okay. Sure.
I had an orange dreamsicle.
Sure.
Energy drink on the way
Sure.
Grown Man Reckon ought to be back in a minute. Stick around.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Friday the 13th. You may only see it once, but that will be enough. Friday the 13th. Rated R.
Crazy Eddie's greatest TV and video sale ever. Get a video recorder, color TV, large screen TV, video camera, even an audio video component system. Get it all on sale now during Crazy Eddie's greatest TV and video sale ever. Remember, we are not undersold. We will not be undersold. We cannot be undersold, and we mean it. So get anything and everything in TV and video. Get it now during Crazy Eddie's greatest TV and video sale ever. Crazy Eddie, his prices are insane.
Mr. Yuck is mean. Mr. Yuck is green.
Home is full of lots of things that children shouldn't touch. Home is full of bad things that can hurt you very much. Now there's a man whose face is green that you ought to get to know. He'll warn you when danger's coming fast or slow. Get to know his face in every single place. When you see it, you'll know quick. Things marked yuck make you sick, 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 sick. Mr. Yuck is mean. Mr. Yuck is green.
Standing by.
Oh, what happened to your toe, man?
Oh yeah, they have it back in like.
Is there a command for that? What happened to Carl's toe?
Command T. Open.
Look at that. Look at that.
Control.
Oh no!
Control. Open.
Carl.
Dude, that's from like the spring.
Oh no!
That's like 6 months old, bro. It's growing out.
You gotta
It
get.
was all the way back.
You gotta get Mickey to cut that shit
Nah,
open.
it's growing out.
You need to
It's
cut
growing
that.
out,
Why did
bro.
you drill a hole through it?
You gotta cut that open.
You gotta drill a hole through it.
You gotta let it drain out.
Nah, it's growing out, man. It's fine.
Oh, it's growing out.
It's fine, dude. It's
Or you
fine.
can heat a nail and burn through it.
I could.
It's growing out into the oncology department,
Yeah.
the local medical center.
Real quick, Carl, you would have
Yeah, we'll get some young hot medical school chicks.
you
to
would have cut your
fucking-
fingernails for you.
Hey,
Your pinky toe does need to be
Get a hot medical school chick to
No, you don't
down
want
on
to do
that.
that. You don't want to do that.
They're all over.
Because then she'll go home and tell all her friends about how she had to cut this gross old man's toe off.
You would be dinner conversation. Man, this guy. I was cutting his gross toe and he was still hitting on me for no reason.
Yeah, he was being real subtle about it, unless he thought he was.
Oh man! All right, it's time for a little soda speak action. So
chip chat.
Standard by. No, what?
Thought we did music.
Does Carl know where he's at right now?
Soda Speak. You know what I've not pushed tonight?
So,
that could be fun, but I've not pushed it because
the envelope.
We're old. The way we used to just get under Carl's fingernails.
I was on a.
We used to.
We're on a web show here.
Carl, easy.
Right.
No, don't leave by that far.
The tower.
That's via.
Oh,
it's shaking.
We used to. I was on a. I have a weekly conference call with Sweet Tea on Fridays where we get locked in for the show and tell her some of the stuff I got in mind, and I like to bounce some of the show ideas off Neutral Party, Sweet Tea, that confidant for over a decade. I was talking to Sweet Tea, and I'm like, yeah, I think it's me and Carl and cameraman, and Steve's gone, Jay's gone, Zonkman's gone, boom. It's gonna be the three of us, and I'm like, and she was like, are you guys gonna mess with Carl?
Yeah.
And I was like,
did she steer you away from that?
No, I was like. But immediately he's like, you guys gonna mess with Carl? And I was like,
For some reason tonight,
it's like an immediate go-to.
For some reason tonight, I felt led to not piss Carl off.
Well, I appreciate that.
I was like,
we used to really piss you off.
Actually, I told her, I was like, I was thinking about texting Ryan and being like, for a whole segment of the show, we do nothing but say Carl's name over and over again, like back and forth, like Carl.
Carl.
But do it for 20. But do it for 25 minutes until there's like nobody left watching, But
we probably, if we set our minds to it, we
could tank your own show.
Carl would probably go out and sleep in his van.
Yeah.
Rather than sit here.
Yeah.
My van is luscious.
Yeah.
I haven't got my recliner in it
My
yet.
God, you got room for days.
I'm putting a goddamn recliner in it.
I bet.
So I can sleep in my van.
You should just fill it with pallets. And I mean like wooden pallets.
And then burn them all in the van.
Then get the insurance money.
Get the insurance money and buy a condo. And I think Boca Raton.
I'm gonna fill the van with hookers.
Birth control.
Fill the van with hookers. That's the best idea I've ever heard.
Good Lord. I've never seen so many dead hookers. Dirty Work, Norm Macdonald.
What about the state? Yeah, we've got the hot chicks room, and then here's your
No, that was
we had 11 high-speed dryers.
Yeah, you got
that was upright
industrial high-speed dryers, and then the hot chicks
room.
Wait, what?
Wait, hold on. Can we get these refurbished? I mean, they're not really that hot anymore.
Why do we need 11 of them?
So anyway, let's reel it back.
We're gonna get the hot chicks room upgraded.
Let's lock in. We launched the So to Speak intro. Now we're bullshitting.
Get that filter in the hot. Otherwise, things get.
So my mom actually went to. It's one of our local like dollar stores. I want to say it's like Dollar Tree or one of those like.
Yeah.
The ones that still it's like $1.29 or whatever. $1.25, whatever the fuck it is. Well, she said it's like, man, they got like single serve sodas like at the front, and they're like weirdo sodas, and I'm like, for real? She's like, yeah. And she named off a couple. I'm like, oh man. She's like, can we grab you some? So she went in there and like bought like
all of them,
pretty like a single of all of them, but they were like $1.25 a piece essentially, which was great. And we did a Jones soda last week, and I hadn't had a Jones soda in fucking
those are good
15 years probably.
I don't think I have no Jones.
What?
That was one of the.
That was the original.
That's the original boutique soda. Yeah.
Original alternative
it's one of my favorite brands. Amazing bottle, amazing packaging for sodas. This is my absolute favorite.
No,
Sprecher.
You started to say amazing.
Sprecher, which is like it feels like a beer. It's super heavy glass.
It looks like a
this
beer.
is an orange dream.
Looks like a beer.
It's an orange
It's
dream from Sprecher.
3% more than the
It's huge.
other size.
I mean, let me take a whistle if it's got
Yes.
anything on here. And I'm not going to say we've never done this before because it's possible we've done it, but no,
Check
it's just
the
an orange
sheet.
dream fire brewed craft soda. I wanted to at least get a town from these guys.
What the fuck is this fire?
It's a Wisconsin.
What is fire?
Wisconsin?
Glendale, Wisconsin. Now we do the program out of Eastconsin, so. But yeah. Orange.
This is not
dream from
Eastconsin.
Sprecher. This is Eastconsin.
I was kidding, Carl.
Bespoke soda. Fuck.
Bespoke has become one of my favorite words.
I hate that word.
I like it because it means custom, one of a kind.
No, it means hair bun douchebaggery.
No, I mean technically it means custom, one of a kind.
Oh
One off.
wow.
No, it means man bug douchebaggery.
The bouquet off of this is maybe one of the best soda bouquets I've ever. Just smell it. Don't get it too close. Don't be a fucking weirdo.
Put your nose
waft
on
it.
it. Put
Give it
your
a
nose
little. Give it a
on
little waft. Don't drink it yet.
Waft?
Dude.
It's like a push up.
Waft isn't strong enough.
Then get,
Yes. It smells like a fucking push-up.
Orange dreamsicle.
Yeah. All right, here we
That's
go.
gonna be good.
Oh, that's gonna be good. Chug a look, chug a look.
Okay.
Here, Carl, let me help.
Oh yeah. Let's do it. Double lavage. We'll call that the double lavage.
You go. Yeah, you come
Get your fingers away from my
from that
lip.
side, Mike. Come from that
Okay.
side. Go ahead, tilt it up.
Now I'm weirded out.
Good.
His tongue got really close to my.
Yeah. Now I'm weirded out.
Now I can drink a beef.
What do you think, Carl?
Oh my god.
It's absolutely amazing. I don't know if we've done this before, and we don't really do soda of the year, but this is one of the best things I've had. In
Oh my god,
long
that's
time.
good.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's a fucking orange push-up.
Yeah. That's about
As a
as
soda.
for a sugary ass soda. That's about as good as it fucking gets, man.
Oh yeah. That is fucking good.
Yeah. Really fucking good.
Yeah, I could drink a bunch of that.
From the Sprecher
Yeah.
I
Corporation.
could finish that right now.
I
somebody
could
give me a-
drink a lot of that.
Somebody give me
Yeah.
a phone number.
Dude,
I was looking,
Oh my
man.
God.
I didn't see one.
We should let's do it again. Let's pour a shot and we'll use it as a chaser.
oh, that's a good.
Oh,
We gotta do it.
Hey,
We gotta-
hey,
hustle up,
good
hustle
idea.
up, hustle up.
On it.
Here's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That poured over some fucking
Ice
vanilla
cream?
ice cream.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yes. Ice cream float with that?
Make an ice cream float with that?
God, dude.
Let's do it.
Add a little
Let's
mushroom.
make an ice cream float except with pop.
Add a little mushroom gravy.
We use
No,
pop.
no. Add a little.
Wait, beef
Well,
or chicken?
Mushroom
Amaretto.
gravy.
Beef or chicken mushroom gravy?
No, dude, you add a little
Mushroom
amaretto.
I don't like mushrooms.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
No, that's
I only like one kind of mushroom.
you're talking like a little.
Right.
You're talking like a
Ryan's
little.
retarded.
I only
talking like a
one
little
kind of
kid.
mushroom, Carl.
You're talking like Jay
I
saying he
know, I
only
said
likes.
retarded.
And Jay only likes mustard and ketchup on his hot dogs because he's a
Yeah,
toddler.
he eats toddler dogs.
I like mustard, ketchup, and chili on my hot dogs.
I mean,
Hey,
yeah.
I don't care who you are or where you're from. If you don't like ketchup on your hot dog, that's your fucking problem. That's your fucking problem. Ketchup, mustard, and chili is the perfect hot dog.
It ain't
Yeah,
bad.
you're gonna get an earful from Tiffany.
Well,
about
Scotty,
that.
Well, maybe you
Scotty,
like some onions
Scotty's
on
got a
it,
phone
too.
number. Wait a minute. Should we? I should call this number instead.
What number? Yeah, no, not right now. Not a good time.
Okay.
As you know, some other things have gone on.
Sure. See what we got here. We
So
got.
we're not calling stations anymore.
Thank you, Carl. You're welcome. You're a good friend of mine. You know that?
Yeah.
That's
Hey, let's take a little time to talk about how good of a friend Carl is.
Oh! Carl's a shot porn friend.
Well, you're-
ignore that.
a little bit
Ignore
of a
that.
dribbler. You're a little bit of a dribbler here.
Hey, it's
Hash.
Record your message and press pound or press star to contact the operator.
pressure.
Star.
Hello, this is Mikey Bananas from the Grown Men Record Night program. We've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of sodas over the year, maybe thousands. But here we are this Friday night. We're reviewing the Sprecher Orange Dream Soda, and it's one of the best sodas we've done on the program. And we just wanted to tell you guys you're doing a great job. This is a fantastic soda, standalone or as a mixer, or actually we're getting ready to do a shot and we're going to mix it with that. But even we'll make a float poured over ice cream. That seems like a really.
Wait for that.
We're going to do that.
That's the best option.
That seems like a really fun time too. But we just want to say you guys are making a great product, and we appreciate what you're doing up there in Wisconsin. We're over here in East Wisconsin, also known as North Carolina, and we didn't get flooded, although other people did.
We weren't the bad part.
Pray for us, and thank you for the soda pop. Bye bye, and don't forget to hang up the phone.
Hang up the phone.
You know why that's.
Oh, it's a legend.
That is like that little shot of memory is reach back in history, because there was a day when you remember this when we were little. If you did not put the phone back on the hook, that line would have stayed dead until that phone got hung back up on the hook.
Scotty's got a shot.
It was important.
Put that receiver.
It was important to remember to put the phone back on the hook.
Put the receiver back on the hook.
It's important.
Yeah, the receiver.
Let's see some shot bottles in the chat, please. And we're all gonna after we do it. So we'll do them in order. Let's not do them at the same time.
Reginald Denny.
You going first?
Yeah, I'm going.
Well,
of course I'm going.
I'll go after you.
Shot, kill it. No, not kill it.
Yeah, that's really good chaser. I think it would be a really awesome mixer with some rum.
Are you not doing one?
Already
No,
tried
Carl
mine.
already did.
Oh,
You gotta kill it then.
While you were running your mouth, I
I'm
drank
sorry.
mine.
I thought this was called discourse, Carl. Like,
nope.
A couple of friends talking.
It was. Oh, sorry.
Is that a new mouse pad?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it's a desk sensitive mouse.
It was
about a month ago.
It was
brand new.
It was a new one. It's not.
But new keyboard, new mouse.
I like the keyboard.
Color
Yeah,
code.
You know what I don't
doing
like?
it up in here.
You know what I don't like about the mouse?
What?
I wish it quit changing colors all the time.
It doesn't change color.
Well, I wish it quit flashing.
It's orange and black. I mean orange.
I just
It's
wish
red
it's-
and black, just
I
like
don't
this is red and
I
black.
don't want my mouse.
It's fading in and out like it's
I don't
breathing.
want my mouse to
Yeah,
pulsate.
that's a breathing.
That makes it look like
You can
it's
make it do
breathing.
whatever you want.
I don't want to do anything except.
Well, I'm gonna
move
shoot
my
it
cursor.
because it's breathing.
No.
Carl, do you have any guns with you?
It's a color mode.
No,
I don't travel.
I
with
haven't.
guns.
I haven't built my gun holsters into my van yet.
I don't travel with guns.
Oh, so yeah, man. So we ain't even talked about it. I got a brand new van.
Oh yeah.
Big ass fucking
Van
Ram 1500 ProMaster. Like, I'm trying to build some shelves and shit out.
Pro
the back
Master
of it.
Vader.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, that van ain't got no windows in the back, man. I can
You can
stack up
masturbate.
I can stack up 4 or 5 hookers in there.
You can masturbate all over their legs.
Good lord,
Yep.
I've never seen so many dead hookers.
I know, man. I harvested them all in 1 week.
This is too much score.
We scored.
We scored.
We scored.
This is too much score.
I didn't even
You
get
guys
paid
want-
for that.
you
I
guys
didn't
want-
get paid for these. I'm just.
You guys want to do a little chip chat action?
Let's do a little chip chat, man.
We got any
hold it.
Oh,
Levy
yep.
fans
Let's
here?
lock in. Let's lock in. No.
Potato chips, how am I about to do? Potato chips, how am I about to do?
Excesso calorious. Excesso.
There's a lot of stuff on the chip, is what you're saying.
Crunchy, crunchy, don't bring me no
Those are thick.
Papas.
Look at that.
Es delicioso.
Oh, Sting City. There was a picture on Facebook of like a couple of people we went to school together with.
Yeah.
And I said out loud in my office to myself, and I'm like, I'm watching everybody around me just like rot. And
Yeah.
like real
Yeah.
I'm watching everybody I know rot.
Except for a few.
No,
everybody's rotten.
everybody's rotten. Everybody's rotten.
We're all riding
rotten.
together, but a few of us are charging hard.
Yeah, some people are rotten at a different rate.
Man,
Sure.
you charge hard, you're just rotting faster.
Yeah, it's a different rate.
You just might not notice as much. Because
Yeah.
you're charging so fucking hard for some reason.
I always wanted to name a band Interest Rape. Or Free Rape Quote.
That's great, dude.
I want them called.
Interest rape is great.
How about Free Rape Quote?
How about mortgage rape?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mortgage rape.
Mortgage rape. Well, that's I mean that's what we all do every day. But
What?
What are you,
Mortgage rape.
what are you making?
Rape it on
Are you
a
making a
daily basis,
comment?
Carl?
Are you making a comment, Carl?
Are you raping something daily?
Carl's making a comment about
Carl's
something?
raping things, Mike.
Yeah.
Did you hear this?
Yeah.
Fish.
Breaking.
Fish mostly.
Wait. Look how big I am. No, seriously, Carl, look. Look how. Come on.
Look how big your nipple is.
Oh, look how big your nipple is.
Carl's the Papa John's dumpster raper. It's been all over the Wilmington news.
Wolfington, please.
Yeah. Yeah, the Papa John's dumpster stopped standing a chance.
Oh yeah, a Wizard says get the A-Team paint job. You could do that and not be a fucking like idiot to roll up to somebody's
Dude,
house.
no, I was going to ask you. Carl, I was gonna ask you
that's
about-
that's low key enough.
I was going to
Yeah.
ask you if you
So my
really put-
cousin was saying like, dude, you should throw some wizards and dragons stuff on it. And
I was
shit.
going to ask you.
And
if
I
you
was
were gonna-
thinking like skulls and flames.
If you were going to put some graphics on the side, and then when I was out
Some
there
Frank
earlier,
Frazetta shit.
check this out. I was out there
But
earlier,
just like a giant dick.
and the street light was projecting a shadow on the side of your van. And look how cool that shit looks.
Oh yeah, dude.
You got to get graphics on that motherfucker.
Maybe.
You just park it in front of a street light and
I ain't got money for this shit.
trace it with a Sharpie.
I ain't got money for this shit.
I'm really good at tracing.
Yeah. I
I miss-
traced my way through art class.
I miss tracing.
Tracing paper. That real
Yeah,
thin shit
tracing
you made.
paper.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I used to trace comic books all the time. That shit was fun because I couldn't draw that well. I could draw okay, but like I could never
Trace
draw
them?
like when I trace shit from. Let's spend a Saturday night with some music on, tracing the cover of a comic. That shit was fun.
Pass it off as your own work.
I used to
Sometimes,
draw.
if she had big enough
I used
boobies.
to draw
Right,
house
right.
floor plans. That's like
Yeah.
a way to pass times. I would like.
That's kind of dorky.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I wanted to be an
I mean,
architect.
that's-
Until 6th grade when we had that career day.
Yeah.
And the architect came in and was like, well, for every house you build, you have to have a book of specifications. Which is like totally normal. And I was like, I told myself, I don't want to write a book for every house I design. Oh. And I never looked back. I wish I'd been an architect.
That's like saying, like, man, I love to cook, man. I really like to be a chef, or like,
I don't want to write down a recipe.
I don't want to write down a recipe every time I fucking cook something.
Yeah, I know.
So you ruined it. They're like, yeah.
I think being an architect
Well,
would have
fuck
been
you,
cool.
dude.
That would have been cool. I could
So,
have been the next.
we're gonna eat these, or we're gonna dick around about
You
architecture?
could have been the next.
Frank Zappa. Frank Lloyd Zappa.
No, Mike Brady.
Frank Lloyd Zappa.
Mike Brady.
Yeah.
Remember the time they lost the plans that dropped out of his tube at the
You know
amusement
why-
park?
You know why I never respected Mike Brady
I hate when things drop out of my tubes.
as an architect?
Yeah.
Is the inside of that house. There's no universe where the inside of that house matched with the outside picture of that house.
Nah.
No, but he didn't. It's not saying he
Well, he-
didn't.
he's
it.
the
why it's
architect.
No. He didn't.
Magical,
He didn't
man.
build it. They never said. They never alluded
Never
that
said
he
he
built it.
built it, but
Could have been a starter home.
But maybe
That's a starter home in the '60s. That's 100% a starter home in
it
the
never
'60s.
matched. That bothered me.
He had a T-square.
Mm-hmm.
He had a T-square.
whole office.
He had a
He had
T-square.
a drafting
Oh, it's-
desk in his office with a T-square.
yeah, it was a T.
He had a set of pencils.
That was T-square
He had a
City.
whole set of pencils.
Mechanical.
Dude, you gotta have a whole set of
You
pencils.
gotta have different thicknesses.
Kings Island. What are we talking about here?
I don't know.
Kings Island,
Who
Georgia.
what the fuck are we talking about?
I don't know. I think we're about to eat a chip or something.
I think we're running off the audience.
Carol brought this. What is this tape on here? Why do we have painter's tape on here?
Oh, that was a note.
Did you write a note on these chips?
Yeah, that was a.
This
I tore most of it off already.
it's a Carl Collier.
No, it was Bring Photo CD.
Now,
That's what it was.
Was it about was it about ostomy
Carl
products?
put a painter's tape note on a bag of chips that said, "Bring a CD full of photos." To
To
see
see
if
if
somebody
Mike
can like get these for me.
Can
I'm
like-
not an old man.
Dude, can you read this shit?
I'm not an old man or nothing, but
You might have tech. Hey, open them up. Let's get into it, man. Come on.
What we got here is a Clancy all dressed flavored chip. Now, if you're not familiar with the all dressed flavor, it's a Canadian flavor. There's a Lay's all dressed that's been going in Canada for fucking ever.
Yeah.
It's a mixture of barbecue, salt and vinegar, and ketchup. Now,
but it's not a chip thing. It's a dietary thing, like
that's Canadian.
It's like how they eat potatoes.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But not just a chip.
But that
show the barcode.
Oh yeah. So we're
barcode's
saying
retarded.
I guess this is the barcode.
It's on the top and the bottom.
It's on the top and the bottom. And we're saying, like, when you slide this over the scanner, it goes. That's what it sounds like.
It's exactly what it sounds like.
But yeah, Clancy's all dressed. It is a ridged chip.
It's got probably vinegar and tomato and.
But you know, I got some of those the voodoo the voodoo pretzels in there, like that voodoo seasoning from Zapp's.
Too much pepper on it.
But that's kind of the same thing. The all dressed.
We're thinking too powdery.
I don't think.
No. I'm just saying. But the barbecue salt,
similar flavor.
Barbecue salt and vinegar mix. That's what that is.
Those have voodoo flavor on them.
Sure. You get the first. You brought them, Carl.
All right. There we go.
What are you doing, Corky?
So what's happening here?
Corky? What you doing, cutie?
Huh. That's interesting. It's mainly barbecue.
Thanks for ruining it before I tried it, Carl. Let's take a look here.
I feel like I've tasted this before.
Let's go in for a GMRN.
This is really familiar flavor.
It sets in.
Real tomatoey, real vinegary.
Lots of stuff on the chip. These are very coated chips. It is a ridge chip.
Yeah, it's a nice ridge, it's got some structure to it.
The bag says gluten free.
Dude, that is the voodoo. It's the same flavor.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
This is the Zapp's voodoo chip, but on a ridge chip and much cheaper because it's Clancy's.
And more subdued, not so in your face.
I don't know.
It is a little subdued.
Have you had the voodoo chips though, not the pretzels?
Yeah, that's where I first discovered the voodoo.
Which is that's a kettle chip.
Yeah.
So it's the same flavor, but it's on, which is one of my favorite.
Pretzel is over.
I'm enjoying the ripple. I'm liking the ripple chip.
Not as crunchy.
Carl said. It's a good chip. It's a solid.
But no, a good ripple chip holds a lot of flavor.
Now I know what Cameron's going to say, but what would I?
You got more levels and layers to
levels, Jerry.
Imbue flavor into.
What would you say if I told you I had a bacon horseradish dip? You could dip this in right now.
Oh. Yeah.
It's right in the refrigerator.
Dude.
Kitty, come here.
Hella good bacon horseradish is my absolute go-to.
So yeah, man.
Grocery packaging comedy material kills in Branson. I mean, that could be quote of the night. I'm just going to go ahead and say quote of the night on that.
Oh yeah. Clancy's.
Is there a phone number?
There isn't that I found yet.
I don't think you're looking close enough.
I really enjoy this flavor.
It's a good flavor. That's my favorite chip flavor. No, that's my second favorite chip flavor. You know what numero uno is?
I don't.
It's called different things, but the sweet Maui onion.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hawaiian onion or whatever they call it, different things.
Yeah.
That's my
that.
favorite chip flavor.
That's good as fuck.
Actually,
No, there's no contact
this
info.
actually tastes a lot like that.
It's not all. Those are
There's
lighter.
umami about it.
Yep, those are lighter than these. These are way more in your face about it.
Yeah.
Way more in your face.
It's got the same tongue placement, but not the same tongue intensity.
I like watching them old cheerleading competitions on the ESPN Classics.
Yeah.
Speaking of
tongue placement, tongue intense.
I like when the 1989 NC State cheerleading squad's competing on there.
It's okay. I was in high school back then, so I wasn't doing anything illegal.
No.
Bush Squad.
Hey, is that a?
Those are some good chips, man.
Is that a
good chip?
I like
it's a
those.
quality
Is
chip.
that some kind of a cooler?
Up there?
That big white thing, is that a cooler?
I'll tell you off
Full
the
of
air.
beer?
I know. I'll tell you off the air what that is.
He's got.
Actually, I'll mute this out.
He's got
It
like
was a styrofoam float that was part of a floating dock.
I'll mute this out. Hold
He's
on.
got a deer head in it.
New tic-tac-toes, a good hot meal. And when you get 3 X's or O's on your spoon, you win. With and without meatballs.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's full of beer though.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Full of beer is always a legend.
Scotty, read. That's why I'm covering my mouth.
I watched this movie the other night about this
Is
person
that right?
who read lips.
Schindler's List?
No.
Nope.
They read Jews.
Yeah.
Oh, that's aggressive.
No, it's not.
That seemed aggressive.
That's,
I don't know.
it's a,
You said it with a little
it's a
sharpness.
statement about a movie that exists.
Yeah, but there was a little sharpness to the tone.
Sharp?
I don't know if I care for it.
I like sharpness.
Hey, Carl.
What are you guys doing this weekend? Hey, in chat, what
Sharton.
are you doing this weekend?
I was going to ask Carl a question.
Ask Carl a question.
How often do you fart?
Once every about an hour.
No, that wasn't a fart.
Nah.
Whoa.
You okay?
Few minutes. Every hour or so.
You fart every hour?
Really?
Wait a minute. Hold that fucking phone.
Every hour.
No.
I mean, that's
You
that's,
think you legit
that's not the
fart?
low end. That's not the low end.
You legit think you fart every hour?
Yeah, dude, easy.
Wait, do you think he
I
farts?
run farts like
Do you think he farts more or less, Mike?
I run farts like every 30, 40 minutes.
What do you think?
Easy.
Mike? More or less?
Dude, I farted a dozen times I've been here.
How often do you fart?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. A couple times a day, 10, 15 times a day.
Weak.
Really?
That's weak.
Once an hour. That ratio.
Come on, man. Once an hour? Yeah.
Now I wake up.
There we are.
I wake up. Oh, guess what? Guess what? Speaking of waking up, guess what I discovered this past week? Starting on Monday morning, my neighbors decided to get a rooster.
Oh.
Yeah, and they keep it in like a little doggy cage in their carport, about 30 feet from my window. And
Yeah,
every morning at 6:30, that thing goes. The first morning, I had no idea what the fuck was going on, but I heard every morning, like, starting at 6:30. What the fuck is that?
So how long till you shoot it?
Yeah, you can just kill it with a BB gun.
I've decided I gotta go talk to them first.
Eat that fucking rooster.
And I think I'm gonna approach them and say,
"Don't do that.
Wait, is this?
Steal it.
Is this?
Kill it. Eat it."
My first thought was I'm just gonna go over there and open the door and let the thing run off.
Yeah, then as soon as it runs out, snatch it by the neck.
Or you
do this.
And
then take it home and cook it.
Or you could get a bunch
Can
of.
you eat roosters?
No.
Fuck yeah, dude.
No. You're not
Yes,
supposed to
you
eat roosters.
can.
You're not supposed to eat roosters.
Don't eat roosters. You
You're
don't
not supposed to eat roosters.
You don't eat roosters.
I don't
Yeah,
know why.
anything that
I
walks.
just don't think you're supposed to.
No.
You ain't anything at all.
That's like
Carl, I think they're full of sperm.
Just the nuts.
Well, don't eat the rooster because it's full of sperm.
no, but you get when it's
breast
sleeping.
meat is not full of sperm.
When it's sleeping,
Roosters don't have breasts, Carl.
you can pour sand.
Only-
breast meat.
Only girl chickens.
They have chests.
Only girl chickens have breasts. That's why it costs so much. Wings only grow on like teenagers. Teenager chickens grow wings. The breasts come from the women. And the only thing you could eat from a rooster is the nuts. But who wants to eat rooster nuts?
Yeah.
Well, Carl does, evidently.
You vote for Trump, don't you?
I do.
It sounds like.
That's Trump nuts.
I'll vote for him to
The Trump nuts are covered in mud.
Oh, God damn.
I shoot it back like a cow chews gun.
I don't want to get political here.
On that note, no, we're not going to get political at all. Zero.
Nope. Talking about chewing tobacco like a cow chews cud.
Because Mike can lose his job if we get political, so we're definitely not doing that.
No, as a matter of fact, Mike should shoot some pictures and post some things about some misinformation sometimes. I'm just saying.
I'll make
You
hurricanes.
told me a story earlier.
Yeah, I'll make hurricanes.
He makes hurricanes.
I do make hurricanes.
You got to sign
That's true.
I'll make hurricanes by jerking off in the tropical storm.
That's one way of doing it. I mean, there's a couple of different paths. I mean,
Well,
it's
I jerk off into the ocean in the albedo, which is like another word.
Captain Lou albedo
is another word for reflection.
Yeah, Captain Lou.
My cum island gets so big that it reflects a bunch of sunlight off of the earth.
That was on MTV2 in the late 90s, wasn't it? Cum Island?
It actually cools down. The albedo of the earth increases, which is like kind of rhymes with libido, which is like, you know, what you need to like make a bunch of commotion.
Are you more of an entropy or an
Commotion,
enthalpy guy?
get it? Commotion. I'm just so sorry.
Are you an enthalpy or an entropy guy?
Oh, I fight enthalpy.
Sure.
And entropy. I fight.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
No, it's.
Where we at?
I mean, it's not ideal. It's not exactly. What,
Hey, Carl.
We just had a completely stupid segment of the show.
Here's a watch.
You should put on a watch, Carl.
No.
You ever wear a watch? Carl's never worn. I've never seen you wear a watch.
I've never worn a watch.
I bet Carl would wear a fancy lady watch.
No, I will not wear a watch
of
any kind ever.
Like a
if I'm
skinny
gonna
gold
rock a
one.
watch of any kind, I'm gonna rock a fucking pocket watch.
You know why Carl doesn't want? He doesn't
On
want
a
watch?
chain.
Because Carl's not into time.
Yeah.
Dude.
Carl's not into time.
Nah,
My mom says
Carl's
I'm not into time,
Carl's
bro.
never been into time.
My mom will say like, wait, what's Carl say? Oh,
I'm not into time.
I'm not into time, because I'd be like, what time are you gonna cook dinner on Sunday? And she's like, I don't know. What does Carl say? I'm not into time. And I'm like, all right, I'll call you when I get up.
Fair enough.
All right.
Does your mom still cook dinner on Sundays?
Yeah, I win it sometimes. We do breakfast. We do a breakfast. Watch some golf.
Yeah.
Watch some golf.
You know,
Waffles, you
they're
do
not
waffles,
into
eggs.
time.
No, I don't.
Eggs and bacon,
No, bacon, egg, and cheese.
sausage gravy.
Bacon, egg, and cheese. No, or bacon and egg on keto bread with jelly, like a.
Make a big old pan of hash brown potatoes.
No, that's
Some
not.
Old Bay on them.
It's not low carb. Come over to twitch.tv/Grown Man Record Night. We're gonna play a couple more record albums for
Yeah,
the
we
night.
are.
And
boiled
come over and hang out with us, man. Don't be a fucking fuck.
We're gonna boil some chicken and put some sage in the water.
Boil oil.
Don't be a fuck.
We're gonna
boil chicken
we're
and
gonna
put sage in the water.
boil chicken with sage.
Gangsta
and
style.
Also, it's really good to put the bay leaves. Bay leaves are good in boiled chicken.
I like Bailey from WWE.
That's it.
Oh my God. I like Bailey from WKRP.
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah, we're talking.
All right,
KRP in Cincinnati.
everybody, shut up.
Carl, shut up.